We're gonna get it done. I'm not the most sure-footed right now. You have gloves? Yes, I'll put them on. My right leg doesn't work, so I can't run like what I'd like to, you know? Just gotta keep moving. Oh man, this is real. This is definitely real. Well, my name's Eli Marin. I don't really know what I am oftentimes. I guess for this story, I'm a runner. 100 miles going down today, boys. Let's get it. When you have big goals and you have things that you want to achieve in life, it usually comes with a lot of learning and it comes with a lot of discomfort. And I think this story has a lot of those things. I decided in August of last year, me and my buddy were gonna run 100 miles. We're gonna run a race and do the thing. I've ran plenty of 50-mile races, 75-mile races, 12-hour races. I've done all of them except the triple digits. Signed up for Rocky Raccoon, just right up the street from where I live here in Texas, and decided it was time to get that 100-miler in. I think everything goes to plan until it doesn't, right? And probably about 3 months into training, I suffered some type of injury to my Achilles and to my right leg and my hip flexor, which basically paralyzed me. I couldn't run anymore. I think I could get 10 miles or so, and that was it. The pain was just too bad. I couldn't do it, so I had to stop running. So I had lost probably 2.5 months of training leading up into this race. When I was able to get my Achilles up, I was able to get my hip flexor working again. Everything was cohesive and flowing like it should. But I still had missed out on a couple months of training, which was less than ideal. So the race is a 20-mile loop. It's around the lake at Huntsville State Park, so it'd be 5 laps. So the day we got there, I still had to get all of my team in, which consisted of my buddy Kenny, my buddy Curry, Logan, my brother, mom and dad, and Sean, the one filming everything. So I still had to get all these people to me. So that alone was already pretty stressful. And then my buddy Thomas, who was running it as well, got there a couple days early. So I was pretty just stressed out about all that and putting all that together. I didn't really have any time to focus on like my race and what I was gonna be doing and how I was gonna feel, halfway in, how I was gonna do all these things. I was so focused on everything else, which is interesting because leading up to the race, I was telling more and more people about it, and I was saying I'm gonna attempt this 100-mile race, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's so crazy, that's so powerful. I'm so proud of you." And I'm like, "Well, I haven't done anything powerful or inspiring yet."
2, 1, go!
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they look like in like 10 hours. I've played that game before. I'm good. Okay. I'm good now. Yeah. Mine aren't dead yet, but I want to have them just in case they do die. Thanks.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. Mine's in a good place. I got bars.
Bars for days.
Let's go with 2 Go bars and 2 of the breakfast kind bars. Yeah, that's mine. I don't need it right now, though. All right, I think I'm good. Peace out.
When you go past the dam aid station, that's a good spot because it's about an hour until you gotta be.
Okay, cool.
Eli, 20 miles in. How are you feeling?
Good. Ready to keep moving. I gotta keep moving. I got a long day ahead of me, boys. So there was always that piece of me is like, oh shit, what if I don't finish this? What if I think my leg is better and in 20 miles, all of a sudden I just have this terrible pain, and it's gonna stop me from completing my goal. And that was just something that I had to live with, and I had to kind of just put it in the back of my mind and just, you know, trust that the training that I've done was gonna get me across the line, and whatever it takes to get there is I'm gonna be willing to do it. I always kind of tell people, usually the first 50 miles is generally pretty fun, and then the second 50 is no more fun, it's just work. And you just find out who you are, what you got, and if you're gonna finish or not.
What up, homies?
What's up, dude?
What up, what up?
CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
And I wonder where the...
Do you have gloves or?
Going into this race, I didn't know. There was so many unknowns that I didn't know if my body was gonna hold up. So the night before, go to the hotel and just basically go straight to bed. Wake up the next morning and get to the race and start bouncing around, and I start to feel the energy. I start to feel like, oh wow, we're like racing today. Because so much of this race was like just me running alone, me just in here. I was here running on these trails by myself, endlessly, on the road by myself. There was no one to run with, there was no one to talk to about it, it was just me. And then all of a sudden, the gun goes off and it's time. I was feeling excited because even when I was a kid, like I wasn't the best athlete, I wasn't the fastest, I was by no means great at any sport. I was the most average you could be. I was small, I wasn't real fast, I wasn't real slow, I wasn't real strong, and so I think that's kind of where this sport has brought that back for me. Is I feel strong, I feel fast, I feel competitive, I feel like I can show up on race day and, you know, hurt some feelings.
Yeah, Thomas, coming straight from South Hill, Virginia right now. Coming out to join my boy Eli for something stupid, running a 100-mile ultra. Body's feeling good. I'm on lap 2. If he's still on pace, I picture him catching me in around 70. If he's still running the same pace. Was doing a little math to keep my mind off my toes. Yeah, just enjoying a little vacation with the boys and taking a walk in nature.
Little camping trip.
That's right.
And you're going, and you're like, oh shit, we're like doing this. Like there's no turning back now. There's no wondering. It's just go out and do. But the first lap, it was smooth. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was all new. I didn't know where the aid station was gonna pop up at. I didn't know what type of hill climbs I was gonna have. Everything was unknown, and then that was exciting. And then the sun comes up, it warms up, it feels good outside. Everyone's excited to see you come in on your first lap, and everyone's pumped up. And my dad, I remember I was making the corner around, and I see my dad, and he has this I don't know, #1 son, Eli, go Eli, something to that extent. And he's just bouncing up and down. So if you can imagine, you know, this 120-pound small man bouncing around cheering for you, it's pretty exciting. It's pretty inspiring.
Him and his sister, they work for the Y, and she ran the half marathon, and he wanted to run the full one.
Yeah.
They started training, and that's how they got started. He barely made it, but he made it.
Second lap started, felt good. Felt fine, legs were feeling good. I didn't have any issues there. Everything was just, it was fun. It was just like how I thought the first 50 would be. It was fresh. I think I was, you know, at that point in time in the top 50 to 70 runners for the whole race, so which was right where I wanted to be. I think I was anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes ahead of my pace that I had set out, so I was doing good there. I was just rocking and rolling, no issues. It really wasn't until after my second lap, so going on like mile 45, I could start to feel my leg, like my right hip flexor starting to like just tighten up.
First time he was doing 100 miles, his body shut down at about 81 miles. We still took fourth, so we still did good. It was really tough, and we had hiccups along the way. I think we really got it figured out, and looking to put it all together this time.
Not crampy, not like knotting up, not a lot of pain, but just like, ugh, it's there, you know? I could just feel it. And by mile 52, 53, it started to hurt. And I was like, ah, oh, this sucks. This is not what I wanted.
You guys are quiet.
Yeah, so mile 6 is when I picked up Curry, but this was also the lap that I texted Logan, because Logan was in communication with me, and he was like, yo, where are you at? And it's because I'd fallen behind, my pace had slowed down, and I was like, dude, I'll get there when I get there. And I was like, make sure no one asks me how I'm feeling when I come in. What's up, Zoe? Welcome to the party. It's rocking now. This is when you want to come. When stuff starts falling apart. You ready? Yeah. Cool. Everyone says you are.
Yeah, I've been getting ready for quite a while now.
I've heard from everybody. Like, Curry's ready. He's ready. Great mix, actually. I don't know if I can. It's like eggnog. And so I pick up Curry, and he's all excited. He's in like a cutoff t-shirt, no gloves, shorts, you know, just like ready to freaking run through a brick wall, right? So we just gotta, when I can jog, we'll jog. We'll walk all the uphills. You just gotta make sure that I don't walk for too long. But yeah, the first 50 wasn't even like that exciting. It was just cruising. And then mile 55, everything just started to hurt and feel uncomfortable. So the point where I came in at 60 and like I was like, I can't like run out of here. I don't remember like what I said to the crew or how I was feeling. Oh, I do remember. Biggest thing is that I'm not the most sure-footed right now. So I remember like coming in and having that feeling of, oh shit, this is bad. So we walk for the first like half mile. And my gait at this point in time is like, I feel like my right leg can't bend anymore. Pain. I can't really even put a whole lot of weight on it. Everything just slowed down. And it became very real to me that all my goals that I had 5 miles ago were gone. Nothing else goal-wise was there for me other than I have to finish. But it was frustrating because you have all these people coming in and they want to help you and they want to. I brought these 2 people in. My 2 pacers had never even ran 20 miles before. But I wanted that to be an experience that like we got to have together. So not just like, are they helping me, but they're also achieving, you know, something that they've never done before as well. And so in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck, man, like I'm letting Curry down because I can't run, so now he can't get what he came here for. You know, I feel like all these people made sacrifices to come and help me do this. And at the same time, like, I feel like I'm letting everyone down. And I know it's not true, but you can't help have that like feeling in you, just like I'm wasting your time.
You want me to bring a bag of shit to all 3 of them? Just meet you there in case you want some?
Yeah. Because I'll do element at each one if we have it.
I'll tell you though.
Okay, then yeah.
Hey, keep moving.
Yeah, I am.
Keep moving. Only one way to...
Let's go, Dad.
At this point in time, like, I couldn't, like, there were bridges and stuff that we had to pass, and I, like, couldn't lift my leg up 3 inches to get up onto the bridge. And I couldn't, like, confidently, like, get down off of the bridge. And it was literally just a crawl. It was a death march. It was kind of what it felt like. And then I kind of just adopted this mantra. And it was just like, mind over body, mind over body. And I just kept saying that to myself, mind over body, mind over body. And it was just like this confidence that, like, comes into you, that you just, like, I don't know, I can't describe it. I could only feel it. All of a sudden, it didn't get any easier. It just became more doable.
Mind over body, dude.
It became something I could wrap my head around and, like, piece together, like, all right, I can now walk 30 steps.
It's gonna be fucking game over.
So I don't need any help. I don't need a stick to help me get up onto this.
Locked in, dude. I'm locked in.
I don't need to lean on the tree for a second. I don't need these things. I'm just gonna mind over body this whole thing. My head was down, and I was really just like, mind over body, mind over body, mind over body. And I didn't lose that. I literally just, in my head, just said that over and over and over. I remember I would start jogging for a little bit, and Kirby like, oh yeah, I like that, keep that going. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't know how I'm doing it. And I'm sure I looked ridiculous, but we got it done. I remember coming in, and I remember asking Curry, I'm like, hey man, we were probably like half a mile away from the start finish line. And I remember asking Curry, I was like, dude, what can you take away from this? What did you get out of this for you? And he didn't really have anything to say. He just was kind of quiet and couldn't really come up with something. He'd said something really generic, you know, something you would hear like a post-game interview from a quarterback, you know, just very generic, you know, basic answer. And it was kind of like a little shot to the chest of just being like, damn, he doesn't think I can do this. He doesn't think I can do 20 more miles of this, you know. And that kind of like, it didn't hurt my feelings, it didn't like fire me up, it just kind of like the reality of the situation like really set in of being like, if I'm gonna do this, something is gonna have to change. I don't know what it is, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it has to change. And so we get in, and Kenny is also all excited, all pumped to see me. And I'm like, hey man, we're walking.
We're gonna walk a lot of it, and when I can trot, I'll trot. Okay. Do you have gloves? Yes. I'll put them on.
And he's like, oh, okay. Like, both of them are very upset and like just like discouraged a little bit, like, ah, dang. All right, well, I was like all geared up to run.
All right, so my right leg doesn't really work anymore. Okay. So there'll be times when you're gonna have to help me like get around things because I can't really lift it at all. Okay. Like my mind feels great. My right leg doesn't work, so I can't run like what I'd like to. You know, just gotta keep moving. We're gonna get it done.
But he was dressed more appropriately. There was I think a funny wardrobe change between Kenny and Sean and my brother on hoodies and coats and sweaters. So we take off and walking. I think our first mile took me like 40 minutes. I remember thinking we were like 3 or 4 miles in, and I asked Kenny, I was like, how far in are we? He was like a little over a mile. And I'm like, fuck, we're not moving.
Do you kind of feel like this is like the pain cave for the the whole team?
Oh, it is. It is.
It's so damn cold, man.
He was like, do you want me to get you a walking stick? I was like, dude, if you see one, yeah, but I was like, you cannot leave my side. Because I may fall at any point in time. There's tons of tree roots. There's a section where we're going kind of uphill and a bunch of tree roots and stuff. And I was like, dude, I can barely lift my leg. Like, I could easily fall. I kind of need you by my side. And he's like, okay. And then like 30 seconds later, he's like darting off each side, like looking for these sticks. And I'm like, Kenny, get over here, dude. I was like, look, if you see one in the distance, you want to grab it, that's fine. But like, otherwise, let's just keep moving.
How's it looking, Kenny?
He's looking good. He's looking a lot better.
That's awesome.
It was bad. Those first couple miles
Really?
were bad. Yeah. But he's moving fast.
Shit, I heard you're running now, bro.
I haven't been running, but we've been moving.
That's what it is. All right, got my hat back.
Let's go.
All right.
You can catch up. You can catch up. Where do you need?
Go get it. You're a champion.
Fuck yeah.
I'll follow you for a bit.
Locked in, dude. I'm locked in. It's game over.
Fuck yeah, you have like the stern dad walk right now.
Mind over body, dude. Maybe a little bit of ibuprofen. But we moving. We're gonna get this thing done without question. We got a big hill coming up. We're gonna crush that. Sun's gonna come up soon. We're gonna feel like new people when that sun comes up. It's gonna be fucking game over.
You don't need to talk to me anymore. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm just gonna push really hard for 5 or 6 minutes. Basically see what we can do and then reconvene after that. And so I remember just putting my head down and went right back to mind over body, mind over body, mind over body. I mean, it never left me. All of a sudden I was like hiking hard. Pace was back under 20 minutes. It just felt not necessarily better, but doable again. And I kept thinking back to my conversation with Curry and just kind of like how he left me was just like, it wasn't that he didn't believe me or believe in me. It was truly just that, like, I don't know if he'd ever even seen me like that broken before. I think when you see someone that broken, it's kind of hard to think that, you know, they can come back from it. And I remember just being like, I'm gonna prove that motherfucker wrong. And so I hiked so hard. I remember pushing so hard. I think it was, at this point in time, I was seeing Logan and I was seeing Sean like every aid station. I remember just telling myself, all right, just be super confident when you come in. Just be super happy, act like it's not that bad, act like you're moving and grooving. Just tell yourself like, hey, you're all right and you're better. I think we were at, we were at like 90 miles at this point in time. And Kenny was like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta poop so bad.
What up?
It's good to see you, boys.
Good to see you.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Good.
Dope.
We're doing good. Feeling good.
But we were running and walking and running and walking, moving good, or as good as you could. Conversation was normal again. We were talking about, you know, our normal lives. And it started as we got like about a mile away. Like, I was like, oh wow, we're gonna do this. Like, we're gonna make it. All of a sudden, everything just hits you where you're like, it was like you had like this, or at least I had this like time warp of like all my training runs, all my bad runs, all my good runs, my injuries, me over the holidays not being able to run, all these things like all like whoosh, smushed together into like this like last like 5 minutes before I crossed the finish line.
About every day getting moderate miles at a easy pace, so it's definitely not sexy. It doesn't look good on social media, but I mean, it's all I can do.
And then it just became real. It was a half a mile of looking at, you know, thousands of miles that I've ran to get me to this point. And I kind of just like, I remember seeing Sean and he yelled at me and was like, hurry up and get this thing done.
Yeah, Eli!
27.
Bring that home!
There was this guy on a drum, drumming things. My dad was over there cheering. But I remember just like, I was happy that I finished, but like, I knew that like, it wasn't done. Like I knew that while I'd just done this big, amazing feat, at the same time I knew like, this wasn't it, you know? And I think when I started the race, I was like gonna feel this time and this moment of like completion, like I'd done it, I did it. Whereas like, I was coming in and I was happy. I didn't feel like I had came to do what I set out to do. So I remember giving everyone a big hug. And I remember like, I started this goal in 2020. I remember watching a race documentary and turning to Kayla and be like, hey, I'm gonna run 100 miles. And she was like, no, you can't do that, that's unsafe. I'm like, I'm doing it. And then fast forward, you know, 5 years and I'm about to cross that finish line and I feel like I'm not finished. And they give you the buckle and so many people are racing for this buckle, this token of like reward that you did it, right? And I remember getting the buckle and just like none of that mattered. Like the buckle didn't matter. I don't know where the buckle is at this time because I know that there's more and I can't wait.
I did it for love.